Welcome back, everyone. Dyno Joe here. Just finished up the Stihl 461. I'll show you the machine work, port work, muffler mod. We'll put on the dyno, see what kind of power it puts out. Alright, we'll start taking this 461 apart. Get the clutch out of the way. Washer. Worm. Now on these 461s, these bolts right here, they do stick up a little bit higher than the base surface. So if you're doing a gasket delete, you need to make sure you remove those and take a little bit of height off of them. Loctite them back in. Here's inside the OEM cylinder. Yeah, that's as ugly as it looks. Where these are cast and plated, they have a pretty rough line there. But quad port fed underneath the exhaust there. You can see that's pretty ugly there. Intake's not horrible, just a couple little bumps and bruises in there. But this is the factory cylinder. Plenty of Loctite when they left the factory. So I'll get this set up, take some out of the band, check the squish, cut the base, and we'll lay out the ports. Alright, on these 461s, you can see once it's on the fixture plate, it needs a tall standoff to clear this stud. That way you can get the adjustment you need. So we'll get this set in the lathe. Alright, everything's set up. We're going to take 40 thousandths out of the squish band. Alright, there's the band. Get this cylinder all cleaned up. See what the squish is. And we'll cut the base. I've got a piece of 32 thousandths solder doubled up. So I'll slide the cylinder on, check the squish. Alright, so with 40 thousandths out the band, the squish is 46. So we'll take 20 thousandths off. And we'll be right there around that 25, 26 thousandths squish that I like. There we go. 20 thousandths off the base. Now our squish should be right there at that 25, 26. All right, just a single piece of solder this time. 32,000 solder. Right there, 26. Same on that side. With the gasket out and 20 thousandths off the base, the intake lands at 74. The exhaust is 106. Transfers are 123 on the primary and 125 on the secondary. So I'll get this set up. I'll drop the intake a little bit more. I want about 78 on the intake. Set the exhaust at 101. And I'll do about 3 degrees stagger on the transfers again. Set those at 120 and 123. Now these are another one with a rather narrow skirt on the piston. So you can get about 63% bore width and still have close to a millimeter on each side to seal. So that's about where we'll end up. So I got these laid out. My lines in there, exhaust at 101, 120, 123 on the transfers. I'll lower the intake a touch, get that around 78. Then we'll see what kind of power it puts out. All right, here's the finished cylinder. Exhaust is raised, widened a little bit. Some fresh bevels in there. Transfers are raised. Intake's widened a little bit and lowered. I just smoothed my exhaust port with some 80 grit. All the other ports are just burr finish. Let's get this slid down. All right, those little red things are all trimmed up. Now the screws will go all the way around. Yeah, there we go. Put the rim back on. Washer. Clip. Alright, now we'll just finish up the muffler. We'll open up that baffle. I'll add a hole over here. And I'll put a deflector on this side that blows out the front on the recoil side. Alright, here's the finished muffler. It's one of my medium deflectors stuck on the recoil side. You can see, opened up the baffle, has a screen inside, decent little outlet. So we'll get this put on, see what kind of power it puts out. There it is, there's 461. Hidden muffler mod. Still has the screen in it. If these are your kind of videos, make sure to hit the like button. Leave a comment and let me know how I'm doing. Want to see more? Make sure to subscribe. Thanks a lot, everybody. Alright, here's the results for the ported 461. 7.85 horse, 9,200 right here. This is the stock run. You can see the power bands pretty much match. Nice flat one for the stock, nice and flat for the ported. Ported doesn't give up any torque. It's actually a head-on torque, which you can see down here. So the ported still makes more torque, winds out a little bit better up top. It only works out to about 20% gain, but 20% more on an already pretty stout 70cc saw, it's not bad. Should hold up just fine for a long time to come. Nothing wild, we're not pushing anything hard.